Welcome back to NMBC. Here with me today is our guest, Felix Tasillo III, Wealth Management Advisor, Field Director and Specialist here in Bucks County, Northwestern Mutual. Felix, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Frank.
Felix, tell us a little bit about you. Our viewers would love to know more.
Yeah, so married about 6 years. My wife Jessica lived not that far from here, about 5 miles actually. Originally from Jersey, avid Yankee fan, so hoping they hold on for the October baseball. And big Sinatra fan.
Sinatra, I love him.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, hey, let's jump into some of the content. So, in general, do you have any regrets?
Well, regrets, I've had a few, but then again, Frank, too few to mention.
Yeah, that I could understand that. I guess in your career, would you say you've done it your way, or what would you say about that?
Yeah, there were times, as I'm sure you know, when I might have bitten off more than I could chew. But then again, when there was doubt, I ate it up and I spit it out.
Beautiful. That's poetic. Did you make that up on the spot?
No.
No, wow, love it. So, Felix, we asked you to come onto the show today to share with us a little bit about your business.
Yep.
Rumor has it, and the reports that just came in literally fresh off the press here, that you did over $82,000 of premium in the month of July. Can you tell our viewers about this?
Yeah, it was a lot of work in progress.
Okay.
Going back in my career, I had nested, if you will, and worked a big pharmaceutical company. My mother had been there for about 37 years, so built some relationships with folks. And at the end of last year, there was an opportunity for me to get in there and take over some assets. And those assets came due back in around April and July, and everything came to fruition, but it was a lot of work. It was about probably a good 8 to 9 years of putting in the effort and reaping the rewards now.
So we've got many viewers out there, some of which are in their first couple months of being viewers of ours. Some have been here for a long time. What would you tell the brand new people about the importance of what you did 8, 9 years ago, starting those relationships, and maybe even going as far back as the importance of always checking in with your mom on referrals? Because I'm assuming, was your phone ringing off the hook with these people calling you, or did your mom refer you and others?
Initially?
Yeah, initially.
Initially, it was my mother being the advocate, right? So, it was one where I had just called out, and like anything nowadays, being a new advisor, people would agree to meet with me, others wouldn't. But those that didn't at the time, I stayed the course. I reached out every 3-6 months, checked in, kept my name at the forefront of their minds. So some of these clients that some of the business that came through on this 82,000 was in fact people that were already existing clients.
Yeah.
But then others that knew my name. Right.
Okay.
So when I reached out to them 8-9 years later, it was fresh. There was already a little bit of a relationship, and I was able to get my foot back into the door.
Nice. How important was it for you to know and understand BMS? When I think of pharmaceutical worlds, I think of you. I think of you as somebody that understands the terminology and the lingo. What would you tell our viewers in the importance of understanding your markets?
Yeah, so I would say that getting in there, getting your hands on the benefit booklet, just like any other company, gives you that added credibility and that leg up, right? Okay. So going into a conversation with prospects or potential clients at Bristol Myers Squibb, in having that initial conversation, I don't have to worry about asking them what their benefits are, right? Sure. I know how their group plan works, their pension plan works, their 401k plan works. So that just gives me a little value add, and having probably about 30 to 40 clients at Bristol Myers Squibb just builds up that credibility. So I would say getting your hands on the benefits early, understanding them, take the time to read them, and do your due diligence was extremely impactful, especially now, 8 or 9 years later.
Nice, love it. So Felix, you and I both have a great mentor in this business, Joe Savino. And Joe used to say to us, one day in this business, you will do in a month what you once did in a year. And I actually have some reports here.
Yeah.
And your first full calendar year was 2009, correct? Or partial year was 2009. Your first full year was 2010. You did 61,000. 2011, you did 71,000. 2012, you did 80,000. So in 2012, over the course of 128 lives, you did less than what you just did in 1 month. What's the lesson on that? What's the learnings?
Stay in the course, right? You're going to have your bad days. You're going to have your good days. I always tell guys underneath me, don't base long-term success off short-term information. 12, 13 months in a career, I wanted to be out, right? Because you're going to get those people that say no, and meetings are going to blow up and things like that, but you stay the course, and things do work out. So I do remember Joe saying that often. And when I wrapped up production about a week ago now, I went back and I did pull those numbers. So it was pretty cool. I shared it with my team and Jess back at home, and it is eye-opening. So now the big thing is, okay, what's the next month what's the next year I'm going to replicate in a month?
Yeah.
So that's looking forward, and hopefully sharing some more victories as we continue the career.
Love it. So tell our viewers, who are the people you like to meet with, and what's the next big goal for you?
I would say people I'd like to meet with are, looking at my business now, it's in that 5 to 10 years from retirement or in retirement space. A lot of my clients more recently has been in that space where I specialize in the distribution planning. And then the next big goal for me is just continuing to ramp up the business. I don't really have a per se goal, right? It's more so looking at revenue every year like every business owner would, and trying to grow my practice at about 15 to 20% clips.
Okay.
So it's, the standard 150 lives. 320 was my prior year, so I'm on track now to do about 400,000. Don't know if it'll hit that, so I'll be happy at 350, 375. But the big thing is just bottom line revenue, right? It's being a holistic planner, doing both the insurance and the investments. So that way you have a year where your insurance might be down a little bit, but your investment revenue is up.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing I always look at.
Well, I was looking at some reports before our call. You are probably one of the top premium producers in the country right now for the awards year, with June and July over 100,000 of premium.
Okay.
So I would suggest this might be the forum year. You got an $82,000 a month in you there.
It could be. Now I just got to do about 40,000 more, right? So,
Easy. You
all
got
right.
it.
Yeah, no problem.
So is there anything else you want to share with our viewers before we sign off here?
Yeah, I just say stick it out, right? I mean, again, it's important to have advocates back at home, right? Because in this business we do get beat up, not physically, but they're mentally. And best thing you want to do is get home and have your supports team. Have your systems in place. If your day blows out, just go home, go work out, do what you want to do, decompress, come back in tomorrow's a new day, and just be forward thinking. Commit to education, right? That's first and foremost. I don't think I would have done at 82,000 a month if I didn't commit to getting my designations and my licenses. And just you own your calendar, right? So at the end of the day, you get out of this career what you put into it. So if you want to take those weekends and long weekends and Fridays off in the summer, by all means do it, but you need to work Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
So adhere to keeping, booking 20 meetings a week, keeping 15, and getting your 60 QSs or your 80 QSs, whatever the number be, and just make sure that open case inventory consistently is at 50 to 75 lives, right?
50 to 75 lives, open case inventory, which starts from owning your calendar, being disciplined with your schedule, having a support system at home.
Yep.
Love it. Cool. Any Sinatra quotes before we head off? Sorry to put you on the spot.
Gotta love living life, baby, because dying is a pain in the ass.
Love that.
That's it.
Well, I just got a letter from our producers. We are cutting it close. We have a Saved by the Bell rerun coming up next, so I don't want to run
AC
into
Slater.
that. AC
Good,
Slater,
right.
Zach Morris, Kelly Kapowski, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for joining us on NMBC. We'll see you next month back here, same time, same channel. Thanks for joining us, Phil.
Thanks, Ray.